Migration, the perpetual human story, is what propels our world ever forward. From neighboring countries to distant nations on the Belt and Road, from ancient civilizations to promising lands in urgent need of development, overseas Chinese have never stopped in their pursuit of wealth and happiness. Bond, fortune, and integration. The destination is not that far away.
我表姐他们在这边做生意，需要人手，把我就给办过来了。这面是深秋吧，刚开始入冬，有一些兴奋，哇，出国了。那个时候出国还是不太容易的，什么样，什么样都无所谓。哎，在国内也吃过苦，所以我觉着生活在哪儿都是一样，在匈牙利也好，在中国也好，我适应这儿了，我就可以生活了。
At the age of 22, Wang Yuxiang left his hometown for the first time and set off for Europe. He has done many jobs over the past 20 years and currently runs his own travel agency. Early in the morning, Wang Yuxiang is busy at work, so he won't be able to attend his daughter's school entrance ceremony. Wang Yuxiang's daughter, Wang Wenni, or Nini as her family call her, was born and raised in Budapest. She's a 6th grader at the Hungarian Chinese Bilingual School.
几岁了？你几岁了，小朋友？6岁。你懂匈语吗？都是猫叫路。那过哈你来说去。一个闹的啦，你不见啊？过运你说了不？有。好吧，那跟妈妈再亲热一会儿。一会儿开学典礼的时候要回到班里去啊。按照学校传统，现在请高年级的同学带领1年级新生入场。
With the new school year coming, the school organizes a series of activities to welcome the new students. The entrance ceremony is the most important of them.
És az új diákoknak segítsenek beilleszkedni. Mindenki találja meg minél hamarabb a helyét ebben a nagy épületben, az iskolai közösségben.
匈中双语学校现在将开始第15个学年。那么本学年呢，除了1年级新生，还有一些新的高年级学生也转入了我们学校。
The Hungarian Chinese Bilingual School was founded in 2004. It is the only full-time public school in Europe that uses Chinese as a second language of instruction. Wu Jiaming was hired by the Hungarian government 16 years ago to be the school's Chinese principal.
请起立奏国歌。
咱们中国的这个国庆啊，那肯定是要奏国歌的。然后呢，就是说咱们的开学典礼和结业典礼都要奏国歌。这个我们这个移民家庭的这家长们也不止一次在他们的微博啊，在他们的 Facebook 上面谈到这个事儿，说在异国他乡啊，就是听到这个国歌声啊，他们觉得非常心潮澎湃，很激动。
请坐。
不要报告你用手机照几个相。 然后出点图像，你有我微信给我发过来，啊。
哎呦，我发过去。
中华卫生法。
批正。
你不要动出血，出血了，知道没？
消毒，消毒。
哎呦！
自便。
哎呦，没事，第3局就好。
不够。
只要你进了我这个门儿，我认为能治的病，我都会给你治，即使钱不够也没关系。
他的儿子手术成功了 ，box， 对吧？陈院长。
phòng bác lượng làm cái bác ở này. Bật nhiều gì? Chiếm óc rồi nhỉ? Ai?
FM 96.5 MHz， Siem Reap FM 105 MHz。这里是中检友谊台，金边 FM 96.5，暹粒 FM 105。 វប្បធម៌ខុសគ្នាភាពឆាតឆាយដូចគ្នាស្វាគមន៍ស្ដាប់នីតិទស្សនៈវប្បធម៌ចិត្តម៉ានភាគច្រើនរស់នៅគេហៅថាហេឡុងជាងបាទហេឡុងជាងជីលីននិងឡាវនីងនៃភាគខាងជើងប្រទេសចិនអញ្ចឹងរស់នៅភាគខាងជើងហើយជនជាតិដែលរស់នៅភាគខាងជើងច្រើនតែពូទៀត បាទគឺខ្ញុំបានធ្វើការងារដែលធ្វើឲ្យគេហៅផ្សារភ្ជាប់មានថាយើងព្យាយាមផ្សារភ្ជាប់ដួងចិត្តរវាងប្រជាជនណារវាងជនជាតិខ្មែរនិងជនជាតិចិនហើយយើងផ្សព្វផ្សាយនៅអ្វីដែលជាមេត្រីភាពអ្វីដែលជាទំនាក់ទំនងល្អ
2个礼拜以后，等我们拆了先让你回家，但是也得知道。
Chen Xinhua was born in 1959. He is a doctor and the owner of Polyclinic Hong An. He first came to Cambodia in 1997 at the age of 38 as a doctor with China's medical aid team. It was his first time in the country, which was then in a state of turmoil.
我们2月份来，7月份赶上他2个党派打仗嘛， 我们来那时候是非常乱的时候了，这个社会治安满大街都是当兵的，都是背枪的。每天要是听不着枪声，好像就不太正常。当时那是条件非常差的，基本上就是连咱们乡下卫生用都不有。
When the conflict in Phnom Penh continued to escalate, the Chinese medical team withdrew from Cambodia. A year later, the civil war ended. Peace finally returned to this Southeast Asian country that is home to the Angkor civilization. Chen Xinhua had been paying close attention to the situation in Cambodia. It was then that he decided to return to Phnom Penh.
因为我看到这块这个市场这个商机了也是，当时是单枪匹马，那个时候手里没钱。来到这以后，实际上就是从开始打工开始做，打工完后以后承包，然后买断，然后再发展，一直到现在。现在承认中国这个副主任医师、副教授以上的这个职称，可以在卫生部直接注册。像我们来了以后，我这一直在卫生部是注册的医生，等于是他承认你。
It took Chen Xinhua 7 years to go from being a staff member to a hospital owner. In 2005, he founded the Polyclinic Hong Eng, ushering in the spring of his career.
实际上，这医院从一开始建院，生意还是不错的，比较稳定的。在附近有好几个省份的这个老百姓啊，他来了以后就找我们，到你这医院你说怎么着，他都没问题，他相信你。肺底这块应该还是有问题，你要给他翻身，翻身这个得拍一拍啊。
我找到您这搬到您这边医院来的话，我想他不会搞得这么严重。
你要早点来就没有这么
早来回来的，他就早这恢复能。
对啊。
行啊，后边的事我给你安排吧，好吧？
那我就决定了，就刚刚
你就按我说这个啊。
Cambodia, a Southeast Asian country with a population of 16 million, has developed rapidly in the past 20 years. In 2016, this country on the Indochina Peninsula joined the Belt and Road Initiative. Since then, life for the 1 million overseas Chinese here has also changed along with the country's development. Ratana was born in 1972. He is a fourth-generation Chinese Cambodian who previously taught at the Royal University of Phnom Penh. His great-grandfather was from southern China, but for a long time had to keep this a secret.
Tại nơi bên này nhóm đăng cái đấy và hai chị dụ cùng 7 ឆ្នាំហ្នឹងម្ដាយរបស់ខ្ញុំបានប្រាប់ថាយើងជាប់ខ្សែចិនខ្លះពេលដែលខ្ញុំដឹងដំបូងពេលខ្លះយើងមានមោទនភាពខ្លួនឯងដែលជាប់
Sustain.
ខ្ញុំចូលរៀនវិទ្យាមហាវិទ្យាល័យហើយឬក៏អីខ្ញុំភ្លេចដែរបាទខ្ញុំអត់ចាំឆ្នាំប៉ុន្តែពេលសម័យក្រោយពេលសម័យយើងមានការបើកទូលាយហើយចាប់ផ្ដើមមានភាសាចិនភាសាអង់គ្លេសភាសាថៃភាសាអី
Today, Ratana works at China Cambodia Friendship Radio, a Cambodian language radio station co-founded by the Chinese and Cambodian governments and officially launched in 2008. Ratana has worked here for 7 years. In addition to hosting several live shows, Ratana is also responsible for reviewing and proofreading the station scripts. Hungary lies at the heart of Eurasia, and many Hungarians believe their ancestors came from the Far East. In the early 1990s, Hungary was the only European country that offered visa waivers to Chinese citizens. Many Chinese came here looking for opportunities. In 2015, Hungary became the first European country to sign a cooperation agreement with China under the Belt and Road Initiative. Today, Chinese faces can be seen everywhere on Budapest's streets. The Hungarian Chinese Bilingual School offers courses for 12 grades from primary to senior high. Here, students can learn not only Chinese, Hungarian and English, but also learn about traditional Chinese culture. Now, nearly a third of the school students are the children of overseas Chinese in Budapest.
一方面呢，让这个在匈牙利的华人子女啊，他们能够有一个这个文化传承，不要忘了中国文化。另一方面呢，就是说匈牙利的孩子呢，能够在这里呢，能够学到中文，希望能够互利双赢。
好，上课，起立，同学们好，老师好，请坐。
这个学校呢，开始的时候87个孩子，4个年级，今天呢有19个班了。 480个孩子啊！
亲戚有哪些人？有你的爷爷、奶奶、姑姑，每年。
Sziasztok!
Gorjamin came to Hungary at the age of 47. Due to his education background as a normal university graduate and many years of working experience, he was employed here when the school was established. Students call him Grandpa Headmaster.
És akkor kéne a papír. Kéne a papír, az iskolai papír neki.
A bizonyítvány.
Igen.
Elvégezte a 9.
去年了，这可能是啊，你爸爸带你来的时候，咱们已经说这个事儿。他们不在这里，那么你在匈牙利必须得有法定的监护人。你们呢，你先填个表，回去填表，好吗？咱们再商量。
Hát, hogy miért választotta ezt az intézményt, azt pontosan nem tudom. Nyilván azért, mert tanárként dolgozott Kínában is. Nagyon megkedvelte Magyarországot, ezt az iskolát, és ketten nagyon jól együttműködve tudjuk vezetni az intézményt. Ő tulajdonképpen a kínai dolgokat viszi, én pedig a magyar dolgokat. Egy nagyon jó felkészült tanár, és maximálisan az iskola érdekeit képviseli, és minden követ megmozgat, hogy az iskola jól működjön.
今天的机缘也让西泠印社成为我们匈牙利中欧文化教育基金会的工作样板。
És ezzel egy időleg szinte azonnal eszembe jutott az
Over the past 15 years, besides running the school, Wang Yuxiang has been invited to almost all cultural activities in Budapest related to China.
我觉得呢，就是我们在这里这个不仅教书育人，同时呢也传达中国声音，就是咱们讲纯文化韵无声啊。
我在上海读了6年，所以我觉得是中国的文化对我很重要的。所以现在看一下那个中文写的东西，我像中国，我好像中国，是这样的。
3 years ago, the Chinese embassy in Hungary established the Chinese Ambassador Scholarship at the school, so that students could have the opportunity to visit China and learn more about it directly. The conferment of the scholarship is also an essential part of each new school year.
China 莫大的荣耀，这是代表大使，当然代表我们中华人民共和国啊。 那么这个奖学金的分量是挺重的，这孩子们都是踊跃报名啊，每个孩子都希望能够获得这奖学金。
Most már harmadik éve, az idén közel 50 diákunk jutott el így különböző helyekre Kínában.
Nagyon szép, nagyon szép, az sok munka, ugye?
The family Wang Yuxiang is visiting today has 3 sons studying at the Hungarian Chinese Bilingual School. The eldest, Kolman Mate, was the winner of the 2017 Chinese Ambassador Scholarship and is currently studying in Beijing as an exchange student.
你好。 你好，我听到那个首都师范大学的领导说了，说你的这个中文水平啊，真的非常好。那希望你呢在那儿好好学习呀。
对，我肯定会努力学习，
是
提高我的汉语水平。
学校的同学也很想念你。
谢谢。
哎，
我也很想念他们。
是啊，国奥妞，那个
Szia, drágám, ne visszaértél, hallom a...
ami olyan, mint egy nagy piac, és
He could travel to China to visit there. Now he is in a university in Peking. He studied there until January, until the middle of January, and he feels himself very good. He has an excellent language group, and he's very satisfied with everything that he can find there. All of my sons are interested in learning Chinese, and of course they would like to study in China. First they would like to go to the technical university, and then we will see if he find a good job which is suitable for them. Of course he will work there.
你们平常在家里挺喜欢踢球的是吧？是。星期一有一个这个大师奖学金的这个颁奖仪式，知道吧？
知道。
你是申请人对吧？
对。
今年的大师奖学金呢，我希望你能够荣获啊！如果今年能够获得大师奖学金呢，又是你们家庭的骄傲，对吧？因为马俊伟，你哥哥已经获得大师奖学金了，对吧？那么希望你也能获得。听懂我的话了吗？好。
松下问童子，言师采药去，只在此山中，云深不知处。
好，来，手，哎，这一个圈，拿着杠，翻着。
Under her Nana and father's influence, Nini also applied for the Chinese Ambassador Scholarship this year. Her decision delighted her family.
推一下，哎，用这个食指摁一下，放下。
Nini egy kínai kislány. Kínai gyermeknek született. Nagyon fontos, hogy ne felejtse el egész életébe, hogy ő kínai. Nagyon fontos, hogy az embernek a gyökerei legyenek. mint a fának is, kapaszkodni kell valamibe. Hanem mi legyen a pályázat címe, gondolkodott el a Nyinyi, és azt mondta, hogy az lesz a pályázat címe, hogy itt vagyok, hazám, köszöntlek, megmutatom magam, hogy itt vagyok. És úgy kezdte a pályázatát, hogy kínai vagyok. Itt vagyok Magyarországon, itt élek, de azért a hazám Kína. És én majdnem elsírtam magam, hogy ő ezt gondolja, amit én szerettem volna elérni vele.
Nehéz napotok volt? Milyen volt? Jó volt? Jelés, dolgozat, semmi?
Pénteken lesz angol.
Every day, Grandma picks Nini up from school. Though they are not tied by blood, she's like family to Nini.
Na, sziasztok! Szia, Csenke!
Megjött a papa! No hát, mit kérsz? Mit hozzunk?
Készfogás? Jaj!
Vannak a lányok. Bizony, bizony.
吃了几块呢？
nem baj, majd fölveszem.
有一段时间，他的先生生病住院，他们夫妻俩没有儿女。他不会开车，我开车经常的带着他去医院看望他先生，然后就这样时间比较长。后来他先生去世以后，他也是经过一段时间才从那里悲痛里面走出来嘛。他有时候他就跟我提，之后非常感谢你，在这段时间这么照顾我。我说我真的没感觉到什么，我就是给你当会儿司机，把你带过去。他说那对我来讲是太大的帮助了。后来我们生孩子以后，我就想过，他很喜欢这个小孩，他就经常来看，经常来玩儿。我们也经常带着孩子去他们家，就是关系呢就越走越近。后来想想，干脆算了，那时候那个都挺忙的，放你那儿吧，行不行？他说行啊，我现在要退休了，我没有什么事儿了，我给你带着没问题，你放心吧，你肯定放心。
Nem a szívem alatt, hanem a szívemben nőtt, és ő a szívemben egy gyermek.
别人感觉好像是他岁数大了，我们照顾他，实际这家里头基本上都是靠他了。今天晚饭做好了，盘碗摆好了，盛饭。 伺候着一家老小，不就跟亲妈一样吗？
Nyinyi, gyere légy szíves a barátnőddel, készen van a vacsora. Papa is jön. Tessék jönni. Foglaljatok helyet, kezet mostatok?
Jövök.
Én amikor Wangot megismertem, egy fiatal legényke volt, még majdnem ő is gyerek. Itt nőtt fel a szemem előtt, amikor megnősült, megmutatta először a fényképet, hogy feleség, ez lesz, jó lesz, hogy lesz, mint lesz. Aztán megosztotta velem az örömét, amikor azt mondta, hogy lesz babánk. Úgy érzem, hogy tényleg a családom. Nekem nincs családom. A férjem elment örökre, meghalt, nem volt közös gyermekünk, és ha ők nem lennének, akkor bizony egy magányos öregasszony lennék.
Home is where your loved ones are. Wang Yuxiang lost his parents long ago, but sharing his life abroad with Grandma Anna has given him a feeling of family that he has not felt for a long time. His life is now as peaceful as a night on the Danube. With sincerity and gratitude, kinship can transcend borders. After more than 10 years of hard work, Chen Xinhua's hospital in Phnom Penh has made a name in the local community. Every day, an endless stream of patients come in for treatment. But a successful business is not the only thing that Chen Xinhua has achieved over the years. This Cambodian girl, who calls Chen Xinhua Papa, used to be one of his patients.
那时候是10岁，不到11岁，10岁多。他当时得的是癫痫。
全部的病变都医生，我妈妈都带我去看了，但是没用。然后妈妈听说有一个人从中国来，好医生，他很厉害医生，他可以代养我的病的。
家里都认为是救不了了，住了有半年的医院吧，我把他病情基本稳定住了。药停了以后，就完全恢复正常了，他可以去念书。然后他呢，专门学会了中文。
我学中文，因为我爸爸我要跟他说话。
The upcoming water festival marks the end of the rainy season in Cambodia. People in Phnom Penh enjoy a 3-day holiday that ushers in a new season of work. For Chen Xinhua and his colleagues, it is a rare time to relax. For most of the past 2 decades, Chen Xinhua has been away from his wife and daughter back in China. But during this time he has spent in Cambodia, he has gained a new family.
Bất kể là sinh hoạt也好，环境也好，包括这个人群也好，已经是很有感情的了。这就是第二故乡一样了。
The Water Festival is the most important traditional festival in Cambodia. On important occasions like this, Ratana and his family offer sacrifices in memory of their ancestors from China. Ratana's wife is also of Chinese descent.
គាត់អត់ដឹងដែរព្រោះកងទួតគាត់និងកងទួតខ្ញុំនឹងតែមួយដូចគ្នានៅក្នុងក្រុមគ្រួសារគាត់គឺនិយមហៅឈ្មោះហៅអីជាភាសាចិនមានន័យថាឧទាហរណ៍ថាគេគាត់ប្រើពាក្យអ៊ីសោគូអាគ្រូប៉ែឬក៏អីអញ្ចឹងឬក៏អឹមឬក៏សោហ្នឹងគឺជាពាក្យពូមីងអ៊ំដែលចិនគេប្រើបាទ Rồi, tôi còn nói tiếng cái khách cho mình chết mà. Ok.ពេលឃើញមានតុងប្រចាំកងទ័ពជាតុងរបស់យានសាវទើបពុំមានសង្ស័យអ្វីទាំងអស់នៅពេលឆ្លងកាត់ឥឡូវដល់ពេលកូនខ្ញុំហើយអាហៀក៏ចិនដែរដូចជាខ្ញុំនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមគ្រួសារខ្ញុំចាប់ផ្ដើមដូចជាសាររើយកទំនៀមទម្លាប់មួយចំនួនរបស់ចិនយកមកអនុវត្តនៅក្នុងក្រុមគ្រួសារច្រើនជាងពី20-30 ឆ្នាំមុនបាទ
Today, 80% of Polyclinic Hong Eun staff members are Cambodians. They earn about $200 to $300 per month. It's not a very high income in Phnom Penh, but they have all chosen to stick with Chen Xinhua over the years. Kia Bodin has been the hospital's chauffeur for 10 years. His wife Song is the head nurse and often deals with emergencies. Kia Bodin's job requires him to be on call 24 hours a day. Over the last 10 years, they got married and had children in this hospital dorm. Now they are a family of 4. At his mother's request, Kia Bodin invited Chen Xinhua to go home with them for the holiday. Kia Bodin's parents live in the countryside more than 50 kilometers from Phnom Penh and earn their living by farming. A few years ago, Yiblin's mother became seriously ill and was on the brink of death. Luckily, under Chen Xinhua's careful treatment, she slowly recovered.
她婆婆多发性脑梗塞，突然高烧昏迷，非常严重了。来了以后，我们抢救了她1个礼拜以后呢，情况不见好转，她家属就2次想要放弃了，就不治了。不治我就拦下她，我告诉她，我说这是你妈妈，因为我们员工的亲属，那我们不能不管。
Thanks to Chen Xinhua's persistence, Kia Bodin's mother made a recovery. But the high costs of the subsequent therapy put Yiblin into a new predicament.
她当时要卖地来救她妈妈。后来我一看这个情况，我说那就算了吧。
คนน่าลูกกูตั้งอ้อตั้งน่ายังเมียนเหม่ได้ดาวเปจูนโปลูกกูนั่งจูบได้ได้กับได้จะมาเอาจูบมูโกมูเจ้าตั้งอ้อคนนี้น่าเจนะโอ้ย我床了有一段时间了。
anh nhớ mới thêm một chu mà.
ai kia nị này ai chỗ nị.
总共花费是1万多美金，我基本上没收他钱，就等于救他一命。减免的这事情确实也是很多，但你越这么做，你口碑越好，你的客源越多，舍得嘛，舍了才能得。
During his time in Cambodia, Chen Xinhua has lost count of how many patients he has saved or how many medical bills he has waived. But one thing has remained the same. He has been living in the dorm on the 3rd floor of the hospital throughout these years.
你人生平平淡淡的也是过，但你走出这一步以后。 你要再翻回去，那就不是那么简单了。再一个说白了，现在这边医院这个状况我也离不开吧。
Like most locals, Ratana and his family live in a Bore house. This community in downtown Phnom Penh is home to generations of Chinese Cambodians. More than 20 years ago, Chinese people had to hide their identity to Today, it is easy for outsiders to tell which families have Chinese ancestors from the decorations at the gate of their houses.
Lọ bẹp chânឡើងវិញកាលពីទសវត្សរ៍ 80 គ្រួសារខ្ញុំអត់បានរៀបបែបបទសែនតាមចិនទេអញ្ចឹងចាប់ដើមពីឆ្នាំ 1995 ផ្ទះខ្ញុំចាប់ដើមរៀបសែនដោយបងប្អូនខ្មែរខ្សែស្រឡាយចិនមួយចំនួនទៀតដែរសូមកូនចាស់បាទចំហបាត់ថាសែននៅក្នុងការនេះជើងតង់កាលណាដាក់ទាំងដុំអញ្ចឹងវានេះហើយព្រោះនេះឲ្យសិនឃើញអក្សរចិនយើងដាក់នៅផ្ទះឬក៏យើងសែនអីអញ្ចឹងវាសួរមិនបានយើងសរសេរអក្សរចិនអញ្ចឹងហើយមិនបានសែនអញ្ចឹងចុះឃើញផ្ទះគេអត់សែនអីអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំថាដោយសារយើងជាប់ខ្សែស្រឡាយចិនហើយប៉ាប្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងទៅយើងខ្លួនឯងចាំទៅគឺយើងកតាំងអញ្ចឹងកតាំង
សូមឲ្យតាចូលរួមមួយអង្គបាន
ខ្ញុំដឹងថាស្រុកកំណើតដូនតារបស់ខ្ញុំនៅភាគខាងត្បូងប្រទេសចិនហើយនៅខេត្តណាមួយឬតំបន់ណាមួយប្រកាសណាស់ខ្ញុំត្រូវតែនាំកូនចៅខ្ញុំរកឱកាសទៅលេងស្រុកកំណើតទោះបីយើងមិនស្គាល់ដូនតាមិនស្គាល់ញាតិមិនក៏ដោយតែចង់ទៅសម្លឹងមើលមានអារម្មណ៍ថាចង់ទៅសម្លឹងមើលហើយគិតថាទឹកដីនេះគឺដូនតាខ្ញុំធ្លាប់រស់នៅបាទ
家乡陕西呢，他们用泥来做人。
Today, the result of the Chinese Ambassador Scholarship will be announced, and 8 students will be given the opportunity to study in China. The excited children cannot hide their nervousness while visiting the Chinese embassy.
这个激动人心的时刻啊！我从高年级宣布，9年级李凯文同学，请上。8年级柯博同学，7年级武尚同学，6年级王文妮同学。 多丽娜向前站，王文妮向前来，刘正南，
现在我也要祝贺获得2018年度的中国大师奖学金的8位同学，祝贺你们！
The
Oké. Kaptál? Gratulálok, kezdett! Jól van! Nagyon örülök! Jó volt! Ezt kaptad? Atya úristen! De cuki!
Outside school, Guo Jiaming spends most of his time alone, except when his wife visits. Here, the school and students take up almost all of his life.
Minden jót!
Minden jót kívánok, viszontlátásra! Igen, köszönöm szépen, nagyon kedves. Minden jót!
我觉得我真的已经是融入这个匈牙利的这个社会，对这个学校已经真的有一种感情的依恋吧。我觉得这个学校呢，真的就是我的精神家园嘛。
Weekend outings have become a routine for Wang Yuxiang's family. Nini's ambassador scholarship adds to the fun this weekend. This special family of Hungarian mother and Chinese son, Chinese daughter-in-law and Chinese granddaughter defines its own happiness.
Jó, 你在这个家里面，孩子称你是奶奶，我就差叫你妈，咱们是一家人。我说我可是这么认为的，啊，你就是妈妈。你也不是这样想。
Aki nem dobnak, azt mondják, hogy na, nyanyére már, na, nére már nincs szükség, akkor elmegyek. Ha azt mondja, hogy igenis ő is úgy érzi, mint én, hogy egy család vagyunk, akkor ameddig levegőt veszek, az a levegő az övék is.
Today, with China's opening up and integration into the world, 60 million overseas Chinese across the globe, living their lives with the qualities of humility, kindness and tolerance, have found an ever closer connection to their homeland.